Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is the second episode after the whole debacle, so if you don't see the first, hopefully you'll see the second one. Anyway, we came up from over here in the temple. Actually, we came from the barracks. We came up from the basement of the barracks, which is where the portal to the Nexus was, and where the Nexus was. Maybe? I'm pretty sure it was in the temple, but either way, we got back. A bunch of demons invaded our town of Dresden, and we killed a bunch. And now we are at the Citadel. So, without further ado, let's see what happened. Anyone in the council room? Oh, hey, the storyteller. Long months have passed, Commander, but even while you were away on the other plane, I could hear your brave heart beating. That sound never stopped for a second. Beth, Commander, for a while, she stands speechless. Do you know where the Queen went? It wasn't easy. I see the Queen's future and her past, as if looking through shattered glass. Multiple visions come one after another, distorting the picture. The Queen is in mortal danger, at the crossroads of her fate, and her every step may prove fatal. But I did not give up, and fortune smiled upon me. I touched her goblet and learned where she was leading her army. Her Majesty decided to march for Iz, a bold move, one worthy of a queen who is not accustomed to hiding. My, that was indeed a bold move for my dear cousin. No doubt about it, as bold as stepping into a volcano. That was Darian. Beth, we must hurry and help the Queen. Let's take Dresden back, Commander, and then we march onward. To arms, yeah, let's go. Yes, your arrival has changed everything. Attacked by two armies, we felt like a dilapidated palisade on the verge of being swept away by a giant wave. But with your return, we have become an indestructible wall. Nice. I was afraid would not be able to succeed without the banner. There's one more thing. In the shattered fragments that form her fate, I can sense your presence, and I am convinced that the Queen could sense it too. No one can say what your next encounter will lead to, but there is one thing I know for certain. Queen Galfrey's fate and yours are tightly intertwined. Oh, hello. Oh no, there's too many of them. These chump change right here. This is useless. We're done for. This is Orangofta. I'm guessing the Nalfishnay right here. Yep. Huge oily Nalfishnay is waiting for you with his arms folded. Here comes the commander, kids. Ha ha ha. So, Commander, do you like what you see? You've arrived just in time to hear your friends screaming for help. They trusted you, and look what happened to them. Do you actually think you can rescue them? Ha! Who do you think you are? I'll rescue my friends. Oh, what? Really? Fuck you. Alright. Requires angel mythic path, reveal the light of heaven, let the darkness perish, be gone from my world, demons. Yeah! Ooh, I took damage from that. Oof. Yeah, get out of here, demons. An incredible silence suddenly descends over the city. It is broken by the solemn sound of fanfares that seem to come from far away, everywhere, and nowhere all at once. All eyes are turned to the huge stained glass window of the city's main cathedral. It begins to glow with a soft light, and in the next breath, a lone figure steps out of the glass onto the cobblestones of Dresden.
Knight Commander, at last we meet.
I greet you, Light of the Sword.
And I greet you, Knight Commander. I suppose you're asking yourself why I am here. Gods must not interfere directly in the affairs of mortals. But what is happening here, in the World Wound, is no longer the concern of mortals alone. And this is proof. This fortress has witnessed so many horrors and miracles. It makes me wonder how it still stands. I know how much light and hope you have brought to the Crusaders. Your achievements are indisputable.
Okay.
But during all that time, your followers believed that their leader was Heaven's chosen. This is a bitter lie, and goodness and justice cannot be based on lies. The light that emanates from you is deceiving, and dangerously bright. It burns your companions, and one day it will burn you too. But I did not come here to reproach you, or to bewail the fate of the unfortunate defenders of Dresden. I wish to stop the forces of evil and defend Golarion, both from Dascari's violent rage and from Nocticula's insidiousness. But that is not my only goal. I have come here to restore justice, for justice is the birthright of all. That's why I hail you as a hero who has triumphed over the demons many times.
Okay.
At the same time, I grieve for you, as for a soul that is caught in a web of demonic deceit and villainy.
Maybe I did acquire my powers from a dubious source, but I follow my own path. Yeah, I achieved a lot.
I am not here to offer reproach. I am here to warn you. In that moment, when my poor herald was being torn apart by monsters, he found the strength to send me a message about what he had learned in the Abyss. You were in Alushanira, where you spoke with the Lady in Shadow and the Architect of the World Wound. They confessed what they had done to you, but they did not reveal the whole truth. Both you and this unfortunate world will have to pay dearly for the power that they so generously bestowed upon you. But all is not yet lost. That is why I have come.
Okay. I'm still confused. The walls of Dresden shake again, and with a ringing laugh, a black shadow appears before the shining goddess, Nocticula, in the flesh. Standing beside her is Aurilu Vorlesh, who stares at the goddess with ice-cold rage in her eyes.
Who here has been taking my name in vain? Ah, it's you, the Inheritor. What's this? Our worst fears have come to pass. The gods are flocking to Golarion. This merry little tinderbox could ignite at any moment, reducing the material plane to dust.
I did not come here to fight.
Then why are you here?
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good for anything else. Forgive me, that was unfair of me. Judging by your successes over the last 100 years, fighting is not your forte. After all, the wound is still there, as far as I know. So why are you here? If you have come to meddle in my affairs, don't expect me simply to stand aside.
Goddess, can you banish the spawn of the abyss or destroy them entirely?
I cannot do that, alas. I will not subject Golarion to the war between deities, which will surely ensue if I
Okay.
Do you hear me, Nocticula? You and your servant are under no obligation to leave. I have come here to shed the light of truth. Let us see if you both can withstand its merciless radiance. I cannot change the flow of mortal history by force. After all, the world wound is their doing, although committed at the behest of the Abyss. But sometimes force is unnecessary, and truthful words are all it takes.
Get to the point.
The goddess who was mortal not so long ago is eager to judge us for our sins now. My sin, to be precise. What lies behind your eagerness, proud Iomedae? Righteous wrath? Or perhaps fear? Watch out. A simple mortal woman has learned how to grant powers to others. Powers which are beyond the wildest dreams of many Imperial lords. This must be stopped, forbidden, taken away immediately. After all, what need will we have for all these arrogant gods once we become their equals?
Silence. It's impolite to interrupt your elders. But you know, Inheritor, she does have a point. What are you going to do now? Break my weapon? Which has made so many victories possible, and only because he received that weapon from my profane hands, and the entire affair must therefore be profane also? What real reasons do you have? Save those born of your envy, your capriciousness, and your suspicions?
This seems like I don't need to be here for this. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but...
My reasons are quite real, as you well know. That is why you appeared here in such haste, is it not? You have woven a delicate lace of half-truths, Nocticula. From you and your servant, the Knight Commander has learned that he is bound to the world wound, that he is slowly dying because of its influence, and that he is yet capable of closing it. But you withheld a crucial piece of information. You never told him that closing the wound won't save him from death. For this lock will destroy the key to which it is bound. The one who closes the world wound will die along with it.
That is true. I tried to tell you back in Illusionera, but I was not allowed to. It is an unavoidable consequence of this process. To stitch two planes together as I have stitched Golarion and the Abyss, the soul of a mortal must be woven with the essence of the Abyss. To undo this seam, the original soul, the key, must be ripped apart. No one could survive such a process.
In other words, I'll die if I don't close the wound, and I'll die if I do close it.
It is true. Now do you see the perils of accepting a demonic gift? No matter how much power the Abyss
I was
gives
born
you,
this
that
way.
power will always be tainted by lies and misfortune. This is the justice I promised you. The right to know the whole truth, and not to be a plaything in the hands of abyssal spawn.
Well, now I'm finally starting to understand the rules of this game.
Yes. The power that Nahindrian crystals grant you will bring about nothing but your own demise. The branches of the Tree of Sin are vast and verdant, but its only fruit is death. You will not be able to save yourself unless you reject everything that has been foisted upon you. Now you know everything.
No, we're not quite finished with the revelations yet. Few secrets remain to be revealed, but they will be worth the wait. Does this look familiar? Do you remember the similar wound above your own heart? I have given you enough hints. Come on, ask me the question I have been waiting for.
Sorry about that. I had to go upstairs real quick. let the dogs out. Anyway, so she talked. I might have cut off. No, we're not quite finished with the revelations yet. Few secrets remain to be revealed, but they will be worth the wait. Do you remember a similar wound above your own heart? I have given you enough hints. Come on, ask me the question I've been waiting for. Yeah, I received my wound because you, Arilu, implanted the essence of the abyss in my soul when you expanded the world wound. My question is, why do you have a similar wound? Could it be because you used your own soul as key when you first opened the world wound?
That's right. And this means that the world wound actually has 2 keys.
Good question. Just imagine. I have wasted so much time chasing the key to the world wound, and the key was right under my nose this whole time. Arilu, my love, come over here.
Arilu does not look like someone who has been cornered. Without a trace of fear, she gives you a faint nod, and then makes a barely discernible gesture with her hand, and disappears if she were never even here.
Wait! I said wait! That little bitch. I knew she would betray me sooner or later, but I never expected such an idiotic stunt. But everything seems to be falling into place quite nicely. You see, you don't have to die after all. Arilu opened the world wound, and Arilu will be the one who closes it, whether she likes it or not. Although, someone will need to catch her first, and this will require certain powers.
Yes, Arilu Vorlesh will pay for her crimes with her life. Her flight confirms that our suppositions were correct. But now we know that the world wound can be sealed with her blood. You have no reasons to remain indebted to the Abyss and indulge the Queen of the Succubi. Reject her gift, and secure your victory while being the person you were before Arilu Vorlesh corrupted you. Win as a mortal, and become a legend among mortals.
She's talking rubbish. True, we gave you the power, but it was you who chose how to wield it. It belongs to you, and it will remain yours.
I want to ask my companions for advice.
Frankly, your mythic power brings more trouble than true pleasure. And I see no sense in holding on to something that doesn't bring pleasure.
Your power doesn't lie in magic tricks. You know it doesn't. Your real power is inside you. You can win without tricks. I will help you.
As a member of the Order of the
I don't care about you.
It's not my place to gainsay the will of my goddess. But the thing is, I can sense evil. And I don't sense it in your power at all. I just don't. Whatever those horned monsters had planned for you, you definitely aren't playing by their rules.
Thanks, Sela. That means a lot.
You gave hope to the Crusaders.
Don't care about you.
Someone pinch me. We are standing in the presence of the most pompous goddess in the world, debating whether we should listen to her or send her packing along with her invaluable opinions. I shall remember this moment for the rest of my life. Even as I stand in Pharasma's court, I shall tell this story to anyone who will listen. As to your original question, I'll be honest with you. Your power turns my stomach like sour prunes. Reject it, it can't hurt.
You know I'm willing to do everything for power, but your mythic abilities make us weaker, not stronger. War is no place for the honor and mercy you value so highly. Those are good for angels, but we are mortals, not celestial beings.
You're right.
We must do whatever it takes to survive, not defend ideals and dogmas. So, if you have a chance to be rid of this burden, take it.
Your powers are interesting from a theoretical point of view.
I don't care
You
about...
are an experiment started by
I don't care.
and terminating it
Nino,
before
you
it
were
is
in our
complete
group
would
for
be
like
foolish,
5
Not
seconds.
to mention impolite.
Your opinion means nothing to me. I've made my decision.
I am waiting for your answer.
Quite right. Make
Your soul got stronger, making your whole existence a miracle. You get new powers that you can ascend beyond the limit of mortals. Legend. One doesn't need to be a mythic creature, an otherworldly being, blah blah blah. This path may be grueling and full of temptation, but the mortal who treads it fully earns the right to call themselves a true legend. Is this what they were talking about? Instead of angel or demon, I choose a legend instead. Because Iomedae said, you know, that I'm not worthy and I'm tainted by the demon. Well, the demon said that I should, you know, control everything and let it take over who I am. Even with the silly hat, you know, Killing's been a good guy. And in the end, I think he'd choose to be a legend. Complete. The choice is made. All you have to do is announce it to everyone. I accept Iomedae, I'll accept your help. Strip me of my powers and help to cleanse myself of the influence of the abyss.
Why are you rebelling? Give in. Our Lady in Shadow knows what is good for you.
I don't think I have a plus 15, so if I roll on this, I literally have to get a nat 20 to win. Sure. I'm gonna fail. Watch. Burns like fire. The blood throbs in your ears like a giant's drum, and the world around you grows gray and colorless.
enough. At first, I found your displays of courage rather endearing, but now they are beginning to grate on me. If you rebel, I will destroy you and create a replacement. I do not accept your refusal.
Is it skipping?
I can see that you...
Poor... mortal.
Give me a sec. Two days have passed, it looks like. Sorry about that last bit. I kind of just skipped through it. I couldn't hear him, and the game was like pretty skippy and laggy. It looks like in 2 days, this place has gotten back together a little bit. That's good. Step away from defeat. The commander has once again revealed a miracle to the Crusaders, but not all. Okay, cool. I can't believe it. Victory. And what a victory. Light has returned to Dresden, and the demons are running crying back to their demon mommies. Dresden's been lost again and again, but again and again we win it back. You win it back, Commander. For light, for truth, for life. What's the city like now? It's been cleared of demons, and it's shining bright as a temple with 1,000 candles. I don't think it looked this good even back when it was first founded. This isn't a victory yet. I won't stop until the last demon gets the punishment it deserves. You betcha. Ha! Those scum didn't know who they were messing with. Yeah. Alright. I have to catch Arilu. Any ideas where I should look for her? Not especially. She's been roaming the abyss all this time, but now the avenue's closed to her. Nocticula and the other demon lords are all slavering for a piece of her. I think she's someplace around here in the wound. Some nasty little place like Is, or maybe she went as far as Threshold. An entire army of demons enhanced by Nahindrian crystals was being sent here. It's being led by a demon named Mustafan. Do you know anything about that? Scouts reported the movements of a large... Okay. How do you feel after seeing the goddess in the flesh? My ears are still ringing from those trumpets. After witnessing the sight, I don't think I could be surprised by anything ever again. You dare to go against the goddess, and she forgave you. My mind can't comprehend it. Earbeth laughs awkwardly. I was worried your impotence would be the death of us all, but now I think you are strong enough to stand against the abyss, even without heaven's help. What's the situation at the front? Cool. Thank you. This is Leoter Hawkblade. Commander, I am sincerely gladdened by your return, and I was delighted to hear of your recent victories. It is a shame that my duty has kept me away from the front line. I would like to take up a place in the ranks of your crusades, and perhaps I will still have a chance to do so. But before that happens, we must address another issue. I suppose you have already guessed that what has brought me here. We parted ways after the discovery we made at Count Iomedae's estate. You and I, it's one of the episodes that got corrupted. You and I both know that the court became a conduit for an unknown entity, which I call the Other. I retreated to Nero. Let's just say Nero. And we went beyond Mendev's borders, looking for mentions of such entities and ways to fight them. And now that my search has borne fruit, I am ready to tell you about it. Why did your search take so long? Okay. Must be honest, still don't know what it is. However, I managed to find some evidence of similar incidents. Individuals who, in a horrible moment in their life, became a gateway for an unknown entity. If Darien is the gateway, can't we just slam this gateway shut and leave the other on the other side? What do we need to do? I'm not getting rid of Darien. Darien's too good. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with this. You are allowing an unknown threat to remain by your side. The Other won't stay idle forever, but I will not insist. Okay, well, I guess this is my room now. Yep, that is the book I left. Did I leave anything in here? Oh, I left a bunch of stuff in here. Mostly because I'm overloaded. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching all that and coming back to this. If you, again, haven't seen episode 1, coming back from the whole break where my computer or OBS is messed up or something like that, this is episode 2. So if you didn't see episode 1, it's because I'm having issues again. And maybe I fixed them. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Hopefully the audio in this is pretty good. I have it set at decent rates. I might be a little louder than my desktop audio, so please let me know. But other than that, I'm enjoying playing this game. I think the last quest is finding her, and honestly, I think I'm gonna kill her. Like, I know it's a good thing to keep her alive or send her to Nocticula, but I don't want to. I just want her dead, and I want all the demons dead. And that's kind of who Killian is now, is the demon slayer, you know. That's why he chose the legend mythic path. And well, not a mythic path, but the legend path. Is because this is what he wants to be known by, is commander of the forces and demon slayer. Killian the Brave. But I ramble. Thank you all for watching. It really means a lot. Like, comment, subscribe, and, you know, as always, have a good one.